It was a normal day in the metropolis city. People were busy in their daily lives. Some were going to office and some to school, but something strange was happening in space. A big solar flare from the sun was coming towards the Earth carrying electromagnetic energy. Scientists said that some minor disturbances may occur due to this flare. When the energy of the solar flare reached the Earth, people started feeling strange. Some felt sudden heat and some started feeling tingling in their fingers. Emily, a shy librarian, was keeping the books when she felt a strange warmth in her hand. After a few moments, a book slipped from her hand, but the book did not fall down but started floating in the air. She did not understand how, but she understood that. Now with her thought she could move things in other corners of the city. Marcus was jogging on a high school track in Star Park when suddenly he started moving at lightning speed. His feet were barely touching the ground. Marcus could not understand what was happening at the city's construction site. Jack, a laborer, was lifting a heavy beam when he realized that the beam had suddenly become lighter. When he looked up, he saw another beam floating in the air with an invisible force. People all over the world were developing strange powers. There was no fire or water. The world was in chaos. Some responsible and powerful people decided to come together and form a council. They called themselves the Council of Extraordinary. Their purpose, the idea was that these powers should be used for the benefit of humanity and that no one should misuse them. Emily, Marcus and Jake were among the founding members of the council. They taught people to control their powers and use them for the right purposes. The council created many protocols, so that those who misuse their powers can be punished, but not everyone was happy with the council's guidance. Among them was a powerful man who could control darkness and shadow, Drav, who considered people who have powers to be ordinary humans, but he must rule. His greed had no limits. He gathered people like him who could support him. They named their group Shadows. Drew and Shadows attacked the council headquarters. The council members were also ready for fight. The battle was extremely fierce. Buildings began to shake. His abilities lit up the night sky due to his superpowers. Emily used her telekinesis to throw debris at the Shadows. Marcus moved around the battlefield at lightning speed and attacked his opponents. Jack used his power to protect his friends with an unmatched magical shield. In the middle of the battle, Emily confronted Drev. Dren's shadow powers were terrifying. Emily said, "This is where your terror ends," and focused her mind. After defeating Drev, the shadows were quickly subdued. The Council of the Extraordinary won. As the council members began celebrating their victory, another solar flare appeared in the sky. The bar energy wave seemed something different. A strange peace prevailed in the quiet and beautiful city. Everyone felt a sudden shift within themselves. People from all over the world experienced this. The powers they had acquired in the last few months came back just as quickly. The world stopped for a moment as they tried to understand that what had become a part of their lives was now gone. After the second solar flare, the Council of Extraordinary became the face of unity and hope. Emily and her Lee library. Marcus Nene is back to devote himself to mentoring young athletes. Jake goes back to his construction job. The bonds he made job extraordinary times are strong in his heart. The world changed forever, not because of those powers, because of those who came and went, but because of the lessons learned. People understood that real strength lies not in superhuman abilities but in the human spirit and the connections we make with each other.